Somebody fools with me, they're going to get their butt kicked.
I love you, and I want you to straighten up.
I've got bruises here, here, and down here.
Grand theft, attempted murder is not in trouble.
I'm not in trouble, but they haven't done anything about it.
You know Dumb and Dumber? You're the dumbest.
She just got arrested for driving a stolen car.
I'm not gonna change.
I'm gonna fight it all the way because I'm not losing her.
Wake up, yell at her.
It's my life, and I'll do what I want to.
Beat her butt.
These girls are so wild that they're not only breaking the law, but what we're going to deal with today, they're really breaking their mothers' hearts. The mothers say that they're so miserable and so desperate because in their minds they have done everything in their power to try and straighten their daughters out. Nothing has worked. Today we're going to see if we can get these out-of-control teens some help, maybe to get them in line once and for all. Let's meet Tammy. Tammy says that her daughter, Christy, is 9 years old. And Christy is smoking cigarettes. She's drinking, and she's drinking hard stuff, too, right?
Yes.
And she's hitting her mom. How long has she been acting this way?
About 4 to 6 months.
4 to 6 months. Before that, was she mom's little girl, and was she a good kid?
Yes.
What made the change? Do you know what caused the change?
Not really.
You don't?
No.
Christy is totally wild?
Yes.
And you cannot make her go to school. She's
No.
9. You can't make her go to school
She
at
misses
9?
the bus. I take her. She refuses to get out of the car. She hits me when I get her there. So I end up just having to take her back home and spend the day at home with her.
So you can't work or anything. You have to sit there and babysit with her because she's
Right.
9, and I agree shouldn't be left alone.
Right.
And she beats up her 5-year-old sister.
She chokes her. Then I had her, the night I had went and admitted her to a behavioral health system when she had choked her 5-year-old sister. She beats on her all the time.
Sneaks out of the house at night to smoke.
She's
Tells very big lies, right?
big.
Now, let me tell you, when she came here today, she was in our producer's, senior producer, co-exec producer's office, and she asked for cigarettes over and over again, and kept coming in and saying she needed a cigarette, and she's 9, and when they got her one, she said it wasn't her brand, you know. Well,
What's her brand?
I mean, I don't know what her brand was,
know.
but we could see what you were talking about, all right? She's violent, is that right?
Very violent. She fights with all the kids in her neighborhood, at school, like her sister and me mainly.
And she kicks you.
Hits me, kicks me.
Now, Mother was operated on for cervicular cancer, and she knows where the operation is, so
Right.
that's where she wants to hit you.
At one
right?
point, she told me she wished I would die from it,
From being kicked.
from being sick.
What do you do to punish her when she acts like this? From the very beginning, what did you do?
I took her TV from her, her VCR. I just took certain things from her. That didn't work. I tried timeout. That didn't work.
All right, let's bring Christy out, and everybody just kind of, you know, make it comfortable for her. Come on out, Christy. Christy, you are 9 years old, and your mother says that you are smoking, and everybody on our producer staff said you were smoking. Why do you do that?
Because, I just do.
Why?
Because I want to.
Why do you want to?
It's my life.
How? Why do you drink, Christy? What do you drink?
Beer.
And what else? What else?
Jim Beam. Jim Beam.
Jim Beam. Jim Beam is a bourbon, I guess. Why it is illegal for you to do that? Why do you do that?
Because it's my life and I do what I want to.
Who told you that it was your life? Who gave you the feeling that it was your life?
It's my life. Am I here? Am I here? Am I here?
No, but who told you it was, you're here, but who told you it was your life? Who said it's your life?
Because I am here and I am doing stuff. and I'm going to do what I want to.
You told our producers you love to cuss people out. Why do you like to do that?
If somebody fools with me, they're going to get their butt kicked.
Why do you like to kick people's butt, in your words? Why?
Because if they mess with me, they're going to get something.
Why do you like to fight?
Because they start something and they're going to get it right back.
Well, if they start something, can't you just move away or not have anything to do with it?
No, because they're going to get what they deserve.
Is it your job to give people what they deserve?
Yes. If they mess with me, I mess with them.
Okay. Why do you hit Mom?
Because she makes me mad.
How does your mother make you mad?
She makes me mad when she won't let me do nothing. And it makes me real mad.
Well, like what kind of things do you want to do that Mother doesn't want you to
Like
do?
if I want to go outside and play with my friends, Mom won't let me. And if I start doing something, Mom will let me. Then I'll go off and hit her.
Do you hear the expressions that people have when they're listening to you?
Yeah, it's none of their business, so they ain't got nothing to do with it.
They have nothing to do with it. It's, Mom, why don't you turn to your daughter and tell her how this makes you feel?
She knows I love her, and I've tried everything. And, I love you, and I want you to straighten up, Christy. I don't know what else I can do. I've tried everything. I know.
See how upset Mother is?
Yes, but it's my life, and I will do what I want.
She doesn't know.
Wait, Christy, let me ask you something. You're making me very mad. You're making me very mad. I am much bigger than you are and much stronger than you are. Right now, do I have the right, because you're making me mad, to go over and to try to hit you or to choke you? Do I have the right to do that? No. Then what gives you the right to do it to someone who's making you mad?
What do they deserve when they hear me out?
I think you deserve this. I think you deserve
When I go to spank her or punish her, she tells me it's child abuse.
Tammy says when she goes to discipline her, the child says it's child abuse, and what does she do?
She doesn't tell us that I beat her and spank her.
Okay. Please meet Annie. And Annie is here with her sister, Donna. Annie has a 16-year-old daughter named Jessica, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You brought your sister here because obviously you're not well. Can I ask what is wrong?
I had a lung disease, and the medication they gave me destroyed the bones in my body.
The medication they gave you destroyed the bones in your body?
Okay.
Jessica, the daughter, is drinking, is she? Doing drugs, has had sex with over 20 men, and Annie says that she has been severely beaten by her own daughter. Annie, you say your daughter's been very violent with you. Tell me what happened.
She'll get mad, or I'll be walking. I can walk somewhat, but holding on to things. And she'll walk down the same hallway, and she'll bump me and knock me on the ground. And she'll look and she'll go, "Oh, well." And I'll ask her, "Help me." She goes, "Get your fat ass up."
Is this true?
Yeah, it is true. I've witnessed it. I've been there.
What do you do when you witness this happening to your sister?
Well, I
What do
pick
you-
her up off the ground.
Sure.
I try to, help her emotionally and tell her to hang on.
Okay.
I mean, it's a scary thing. It really is.
What is wrong with Jessica, in your opinion?
Jessica is just, she wants to be 25 and just be the big girl and have everything her way and do what she wants to do.
A lot of kids want to be older than they are, and I don't understand why. I'd like to be younger than I am, but she was found in a, let me go over a list of this. She was found in a crack alley, is that
That's correct.
correct?
That's
Okay.
correct.
Was she doing crack?
She says no.
Okay, but with a bad crowd?
Right. She
Okay.
was transporting, running, bringing the drugs?
She's what they call a runner.
And she gets the money?
She went in a crack neighborhood to pick up $100 to make $100.
Skips school, runs away, hangs out with the wrong crowd, lies about where she is and who she's with, smokes and drinks, having sex with older men. Is that for the money? For the crack?
I don't know.
I don't know.
In public says she wishes her mother would die. Violent with her mother and younger brother. Has not beaten up her mother severely, knocked her mother down 3 to 4 times. Steals from stores.
I would imagine. I don't know. She's got like the clothes she's got on. I didn't purchase that. Some of the jewelry. I didn't purchase that. I asked her where she gets it. She goes, a friend. I got the right to know this.
Her friend was found a month ago.
About that.
Tell me.
She had ran away, which Jessica's done. And 3 days later, they found her dead underneath the bridge with a bullet in her head.
Did this not make Jessica aware of how difficult this is? Did it do anything to her?
I don't know.
Okay, let's bring Jessica out. Okay, Jessica, come on out. Wait, let's give her a chance. Jessica, your mother and your aunt are very, very upset. Do you care?
Yeah, I care. But
Okay. What's going on? Why are you acting this way?
because she doesn't let me do nothing or have no fun.
What?
Why, Jessica?
Because it's what I
'Cause
want
why?
to do.
It's what you
I
want
wanna
to do.
Yep.
But
it's
you're
what
going
I
to
wanna
get
do.
yourself killed.
You
You
can't.
realize that? Do you realize that? If you get killed, you get killed. But what does that do for us? What about the people that love you and care
How
about
can
you?
I give you privileges when you don't bring home a decent report card?
Like I don't.
No, you
No, you
don't.
don't.
No, you don't.
Do you see what condition your mother is in? Let me just ask you about hitting your mother. Why?
I never hit on her.
Yes, you do, Jessica.
I got the bruises on my stomach now. Would you like me to bear it? Would you like me to bear it and show them?
Why do you?
If I got to, I'll do this for you. I don't care. I want you to
Jessica?
be something in life more than just common. You need to be more. I want you to be more than what I am, better than what I am. And be strong and walk around proud and make something of yourself. You're beautiful. You can do it.
Having sex with many men?
No, I've only had sex with 3 people.
Nope, you're wrong again, sweetheart.
Go ahead, pull it out. That doesn't mean I had sex with him. That doesn't. Does that mean I had
This is her boyfriend. What does it say on the bottom here?
Big.
Read the next page.
Boyfriend's name.
Small.
Spanish. Here you go. Here's another boyfriend.
Okay.
You want the list of the names and the dates?
No.
She's got them in here.
She has the dates, too.
She's got the dates
That
she
doesn't
had.
mean I had sex on them days.
What am I supposed to think? Look at it. What am I supposed to think?
Is that
It's not
20
their
people?
birthdays.
Is that 20?
When I got her out of the crack cocaine neighborhood that she was in, it was like in the heart of New Orleans on North Rampart, okay? Her father jumped out of the van, ran her down 3 or 4 blocks. I went up the road, Tulane Avenue, which is a major thing. I went up the wrong way of the road. I did get out my van. I managed to sit on her while her dad ran to her phone. She was telling her friends, get the fat effing bit off of me. They were pulling my clothes. They were punching me in my face. She was hitting me. She kicked me. I walked around. I say walk around because, I mean, this is my wheels. This is my legs. I had her foot chest in my chest. I've got bruises here, here, and down here where she's kicked me.
What do you have to say to that?
She's lying. I ain't kicked her. And my
Why
purse
would I-
wasn't hitting on you.
Why would I want to lie on you? I love you, and I'll go to the end of the world for you.
Jessica, I'm listening. What was that scene in the alley about? Tell me what that scene was about.
It was the same thing she said, but none of my friends wasn't hitting on her or nothing.
Your friend,
he wasn't hitting on you.
you were begging the man. He grabbed me by the shirt. He tried pushing me off of you. You tried stabbing.
Why did you want these people to do this to your mother?
Because she was sitting on top of me. What am I supposed to do?
You were gone. You were gone for 3 days. I went up and down crack cocaine neighborhoods, I've never ever been in my life, and I'm 40 years old, looking for you day in and day out.
Just let you be, Jessica.
What am I supposed to let you go on the streets and run? Well, I'm sorry. I'm your mother. I'm not going to kill you.
We'll be right back.
What's the problem? You don't want her to go to jail and be ruined forever.
Right, because she's a young girl. I don't think she's bad looking, and I'm afraid what will happen to her if she gets stuck into a jail with some of these women that have been in there.
I don't see how she could be so upset to the limits that she has to be like crazy about it, like when she's acting. Because
wait a minute.
Everything I do does not affect her.
If any woman in this audience daughter had been arrested for grand theft and attempted murder, their mother would be upset.
If you're watching Nosey, you're getting the drama. But on YouTube, you're part of the family.
Become a Nosey neighbor, and you'll get things like exclusive, never-seen bonus videos, uncensored and ad-free. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Join now for exclusive content.
Now, what would you do if you had a criminal living under your roof and that person was your teenage daughter? This is Sharon. She has a 16-year-old also named Michelle, who has a criminal record. A very long criminal record at 16. Grand theft, petty theft, forgery, and attempted murder. Michelle has been kicked out of 4 schools in 1 year, the past year. Sharon, these are some unbelievable charges. Can you tell me about grand theft was for what?
Well, that was probably something more minor. They took a bunch of clothes from a friend's house. The brother allowed them to, which he got charged to. It was
with grand theft.
There's like 5 of them.
Okay. Forgery?
My mother's been ill, and she was writing checks for my mother because my mother wasn't capable. And I found out on a Saturday morning, we got a call from the bank that her and her friends were picked up at the bank for cashing checks.
Cashing checks. She forged checks.
She had written them, and the boy cashed them.
Okay. Attempted murder?
That stemmed from the grand theft because the girl that had told on them for taking the clothes was a neighbor, and somebody, after she threatened her, left a message on her answering machine, that night somebody tried to run the girl over.
Was it your daughter?
No.
But why was she charged with attempted murder?
Because she had called and left them a threatening message on her answering machine.
Well, that's illegal, right?
Yeah.
So she does have
as soon as she did it, I told her that was the worst mistake.
Those charges are very serious. They will remain on her record, and those are just the beginning of her wild ways. What else does she do?
I've been called at 5:30 in the morning to drive to Tampa. It's about a half hour from our house to pick her up at a rave because it was raided. And I had to pick up her and somebody else and bring them home. And I've gotten calls. She kept running away. She'd be home one night, gone for 3 nights. I don't know how many times I've gone to the police department, picked her up for that.
Shoplifting, too. Mm-hmm. Smokes, drinks, probably drugs and sex, skips schools all the time, and kicked out of 4 schools. Mm-hmm. Curses at family, calls mothers names, runs away constantly, gone for days at a time. Why? Likes to party all the time. Steals stuff from her house. Her mother has to lock her own bedroom door. Now, is this a good family? I'm going to ask you again.
Well, I think so. Okay. I mean, I work. My husband works. She has a younger sister, too.
She grew up with rules. They have tried to ground her. She has gone to counseling. Everything has been tried to get Michelle to straighten up. None of it has worked?
No. If we ground her, she just goes out. If it's not out through one of the doors, she's out the window.
If you, when she was younger, hit her, Michelle will call the police for child abuse.
Oh, yeah, if you
Same
just
thing.
want to.
Thinks it's a joke. what's the problem? You don't want her to go to jail and be ruined forever.
Right, because she's a young girl, and I don't think she's bad looking, and I'm afraid what will happen to her if she gets stuck into a jail with some of these women that have been in there.
Let's bring out 16-year-old Michelle. Michelle, come on out. Michelle, you are very young to have that long a criminal record. How do you feel about that?
Well, I really don't care because I haven't gotten any real big trouble yet, so.
Grand theft and attempted murder is not in trouble?
I've gotten in trouble, but they haven't done anything about it. They stuck me on probation, community service,
Mom
probation.
pays the money back.
Why were you forging your grandmother's checks, $700? Why?
Well, my friends asked me to, and they said they'd pay him back.
Friends, boys that were 18.
Your friends asked you to do this. Did you know in your heart it was wrong?
Yeah.
But why did you do it?
Because my friends said they'd pay me back, and they're rich, so
If your friends asked you to jump off the roof of this building, would you do that?
probably.
You would? Do you know how, Dumb and Dumber? You're the dumbest. Your mother is very upset about this. What do you say about your mother being upset?
I care that she's upset, but I don't see how she could be so upset to the limits that she has to be like crazy about it, like when she's acting. Because
wait a minute.
Everything I do does not affect
If
her.
any woman in this audience daughter had been arrested for grand theft and attempted murder, their mother would be upset.
Hi, I'm just like 20 years old, so maybe you guys can relate to me a little bit more, but like when I tell my mom that I want to go to the mall or like out to a movie or something, or even out to hang out with friends, which might be a little sketchy, she'll say okay. When I tell her that I want to go make a crack deal, like in a back alley, she's not so cool with it. So maybe you're asking, you guys all complained about how you're not getting permission to do what you want. Well, it's really not your life because you have no money. And that's what I'm learning about life. You need money to get along. If nothing else, you need love and money. And you guys don't have that. But maybe you guys should be checked out for like food allergies or chemical imbalances because there's something really wrong. And I'm pretty crazy myself, like I'm wacky, but you guys are messed up. You're beating up your mother in a wheelchair. That's just so wrong.
How do you know we ain't got money?
It's so wrong.
You don't have money. How do you know that? I got new clothes on,
Hi, listen, I'm only 23 years old, and I used to be just like each and every one of you. I didn't listen, anything. Guess what happened to me? I wound up having 3 children. 3. And I ran away and everything. They never came to get me. There's my grandmother. She never came to get me. She didn't help me. She slammed the door in my face, everything. If you girls like...
Well, wait. With all that behavior, because there's a lesson here. There is really a lesson
at all.
here. Are you the grandmother?
Yep.
Stand up.
I didn't listen at all.
Why did you not go to get her?
Because she knew her way home. And I didn't put her out.
Was it let her grow up and find these things out on her own?
I found out, and I'm still finding out the hard way.
She went out there and she tested the waters, and believe me, I didn't have to go get her. She ran back home.
We'll be right back.
Whatever happens, happens. When I grow up, I'll become whatever I can.
I don't want to lose her to the system, and I don't want to lose her to the streets. That's why I'm here now, because I'm not putting her out or anything. I'm going to fight it all the way. I don't care what it takes.
But he's saying
you know
it may be impossible for you to fight it. I was thinking that maybe sometimes lightning has to strike. Please meet Sterletta. She says starting at the age of 12, you were there, right? Just like the girls. What were you doing?
Well, I was just like them. I was skipping school. I ran away 14 different times. I stole my mother's boss's car and went for a joyride. I told my mom I hated her. I told her I couldn't stand her. I've raised my hand to my mother. I was doing drugs.
Drinking,
smoking, the whole 9 yards.
Sex with 27-year-olds, fighting, bullying others. Why did you want to hit other people? I can't understand that.
Well, I wanted to be cool. I wanted to fit in, and I wanted to be liked by people. And I thought by being mean and rough that people would like me, you know, to look up to me, respect me.
Say that to the young lady sitting next to you, because that's what she seems to think. So your life turned around one day. What happened one day?
Well, when I was 16 years old, you know, I had a lump in my throat, but I ignored it. My friends were more important. I was hanging out with them. And finally, when I was about 17 years old, I started coughing up blood and went to the hospital, and they diagnosed me with thyroid cancer. And I was put in the hospital for a month straight, and all those friends and all those people that were there for me and said they were my friends, when I got put in the hospital, none of them were there for me. You want to know who was there for me? My mother. That's who was there for me.
Kleenex. And I guess in the end, it's amazing who is there for you and who is not. How are you doing now?
I still have a tumor in my throat, and we're working through it, and I'm going through radiation right now. And me and my mom are both staying really strong.
Okay. We all wish you well. Starletta, you came here to talk to the girls. What do you want to say to them?
All I have to say is, when I did get sick, and the only person I did had was my mother, I thought about everything I ever said to her, all the times I ever raised my hand to her, and all the times I told her I hate her, and I felt lower than anything else that you could think of because I hurt my mother. That still haunts me to this very day. I think about when I hurt my mom, and it hurts me bad. I go to my mom's house now. I can't stay with her at this point in time, but when I go to her house, I hug on her. I tell her how much I love her. I tell her I love her at least 8 times a day just to make me feel better because it hurts me so bad.
We'll be right back. To say we need help, to say that those thousands of mothers, you should see our mail and our phone calls. To say that they need help is an understatement. Welcome Dr. Harold Kopowitz. He is the chief, we didn't go to any of the Indians, he's the chief of child and adolescent psychiatry at Long Island Jewish Medical Center and the author of a really great book that I read last night called It's Nobody's Fault. That ought to make the mothers, the title ought to make the mothers feel a little better. Dr. Kopowitz, these kids come from homes, as far as we know, that are fairly good homes, and yet they are acting out of control. I mean, we don't have a history here of parents who are drug addicts or fathers who are abusing the children. We have fairly stable homes. What's going on?
You know, Sally, there are millions of children today, almost 7.5 million kids and teenagers in the United States who suffer from psychiatric illness or behavioral problems.
7.5 million? No wonder we get so much mail.
Well, I have to tell you, though, the first thing we always do, though, is blame moms. Yes. Sometimes dads, but almost moms always. In fact, I'm sure that some of you have been in a supermarket where you've seen this overwhelmed mother with a little infant in the shopping cart, and she's got another child who's 4 or 5 who's very rambunctious and very difficult.
He's pulling things from the shelves.
Right. And another lady comes over to her and says, "Oh, you shouldn't give him sugar," or "Have you tried a leash or a harness?" Now, if that kid was wheezing, would she go over and say, "Get rid of the cat"? You know, if someone has asthma or someone has diabetes, we recognize that that's not a mom's fault. And yet, if a child has a behavioral problem or some kind of conduct problem, we right away say it's mom's fault. Now, I have to tell you, all of these mothers need to be extraordinary parents for these kids. These kids are not your run-of-the-mill kids. In fact, in my house, I have 3 sons. I do a lot of sloppy parenting. I say to my kid, I'll be with you in 2 minutes, 20 minutes go by, and then I show up, and my kid knows Dad's always late. Or I say, you do that one more time, and I'm going to take television away from you for a month. And then I don't do it. And my kids don't act out. They let
now,
me
if you're a psychiatrist and you're a sloppy parent,
you got
what hope is there? What hope is there for all of us?
But the good news is that most of us can get away with that. It's when we have children who really have, in fact, these kids, and I don't know if they all have it, but they certainly sound like they have something we call conduct disorder, which means they have 4 things. 1, they lie and steal. Number 2, they destroy property. Number 3, they're very aggressive to either people or to animals. And 4th, they break the rules of society.
I think all of them answer all 4, or at least 3 of the 4.
Sometimes these kids might actually need medication also, and a lot of times these kids need out-of-home placement because it's just too much for a mom and dad to parent these kids.
The things that she's doing now, the things that they've been doing, that's why I want to catch it now. I don't want her to go to DH. I don't want to lose her to the system, and I don't want to lose her to the streets. That's why I'm here now, because I'm not putting her out or anything. I'm going to fight it all the way. I don't care what it takes.
But he's saying
you know
it may be impossible for you to fight it.
No, it may be a little hard, but I'm going to fight it all the way because I'm not losing her. I'm not going to lose her.
We'll be right back. Can you give us, the people who are watching who have this problem, and our mothers on the stage today, some concrete advice of how the mothers should act? Barring the fact that I agree with you, I think authority and in certain cases medication is extremely important. But give us some behavioral advice.
Well, let's talk about it real simply.
Okay.
The first thing is that every one of us has to limit set. And remember how I was talking about what a sloppy parent I sometimes? You can't be sloppy with kids like this, which means that you have to have consequences in your pocket ahead of time. You have to have rewards in another pocket. And I don't mean literally, but figuratively. And you have to really have a team approach with Dad. The sad part about this is that even though we've had several people talk to them, the fact is that by having conduct disorder, 4 things may happen to them. A, they're at higher risk for using substances.
Wait. I want you and you who are 16 to listen to this.
Like 14.
Well, 14, but land up using substances, which a lot of you are using already.
Okay. 2,
you have a better chance than anyone else in this audience of going to jail. And 3, you also have a chance that you will drop out of high school and you will never, ever make any kind of life for yourself without a high school diploma. And last, all of you have a greater chance than the rest of us of dying a violent death.
Let's talk to our 9-year-old. You said something can be done at that age.
You know what? I have to tell you, one of the things that's tough about having Christy as your daughter is that she's so defiant. You know, she's so oppositional. It seems that her favorite word, by the way, is no.
Right.
I mean, and it doesn't make a difference if a nationally prominent talk show host says something to her or a lady in the audience. This kid says no. It's her life. And the fact is, it's not her life. It's your responsibility right now, and it's very tough, don't get me wrong. But one of the things I'd like you to do is that I'd like you to find, I'll give you the name after the show, of a low-cost clinic where, first of all, you're going to learn how to do some super parenting, because there has to be some real consequences for her behavior. Immediate consequences, but, you know, tighter. We need much tighter control with her. And if that means that she's going to lose TV, she's going to be grounded, if someone has to walk this kid to school every day and stay at school to watch her, someone's going to do that.
Thousands of parents who have contacted us, or ones that were thinking maybe you should. I really recommend this book. It's the latest treatments of what you do with the kids. It's Nobody's Fault, New Hope, and Help for difficult children and their parents. Why am I having such trouble? Thanks to the good doctor, and thanks to all of you. We'll see you next time.
Some members of our audience will receive, and a promotional fee has been provided by